Hello everybody and welcome to this week's COVID-19 Shakespeare Masterclass.
Hello!
Well, I'm really looking forward to this one. This one is a favourite of mine. It's when Shakespeare wrote something that was for nerds, and frankly I'm one of those. It's from the play As You Like IT, and it's the famous speech, "All the world's a stage."
Wow! All the world's a stage!
So
wow,
with me is Zuzana. Those of you who've been following these masterclasses will know Zuzana already started doing Shakespeare a few weeks ago, but now she's really coming on and you're starting to get some ideas of your own, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely. I've got some great ideas for this one.
Fantastic.
And I especially like that he already, Shakespeare in his time, wrote about IT.
It's incredible, isn't
incredible.
it? He was so far ahead of his time.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to see if you can show us some of that in your performance?
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to this.
Yeah, because I'm just thinking, did he know about the Zooms? Did he predict there will be lots of Zooms in lockdown? That he already thought, wow, that there's going to be something called the IT.
That's a good
That
point.
in
That's a good point.
2020
I
will be
think
so
he
relevant.
did, but he called it Zunes. He didn't get it quite right, but he did use the word Zunes quite a lot, so I think that's what he meant.
So maybe he knew there's gonna be Zoom, yeah?
Yeah,
Gonna be
absolutely.
Zooms, yeah? Wow.
Absolutely. Incredible,
Okay. Wow,
isn't it?
you know,
Foresightful.
Foresightful, yeah. And he has also invented lots of words. So maybe this one in English language. So maybe this one he didn't get quite right, but look how,
Yes, I think that's right. I think that's a very good point. He probably did invent the word Zunes, and he wanted to say Zoom, but didn't get it quite right.
Zoom, yeah.
Incredible, isn't it?
Yeah,
Just after a
yeah.
few weeks of Shakespeare,
Yeah,
how much
exactly.
Zuzana is understanding. Okay,
Yeah,
do you want to
yeah.
show us what you can do with this piece?
Yeah. Ooh, I'm so excited. So,
I'm very excited too.
Okay, yeah. All the world is a stage. Yeah?
That's brilliant!
Wow,
Well
yeah.
done! Wasn't that fantastic? Okay.
Right.
You really captured the intensity and the whole massiveness of this speech. Well done.
Right,
So
yeah,
how do you carry on after that?
Yeah. And then there's all the women and men are merely players.
No, it's all the men and women.
Right, but I thought ladies first, so we can maybe have it a bit modern. All women and men, because why do the men have to come before the women? Because that's a good question, because it's a bit of a chicken and egg as well.
Yeah.
When
What
they're
came
first
first? All
women,
the eggs and chickens merely play. It's. The thing is that this whole, we find out a few lines later, this whole speech is about the 7 ages of man. He specifically says 7 ages of man. So I think that's why it should be all the men and women.
Yeah, but why it isn't also women? I don't know if...
I don't know. Maybe he just wasn't foresightful enough in that regard. He was too focused on his IT and didn't really realise that one day women would come first.
Yeah,
something
like
that.
Yeah, something like this. Yeah.
Okay,
we are heading to that world a little bit, but it's slowly. I think there's a slow progress.
Slow progress. Yeah, and there's a line about slow progress later about the schoolboy going like a snail.
Yeah,
so
going
there you
like
go.
a snail.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's all in there. It's all in there.
He probably knew that as well. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So do you want to see it from the top?
Right. Okay. So all the world is a stage.
Brilliant.
And all the men and women merely players. I'm not sure what to do with the players exactly. What would be a good kind of catch gesture?
Yeah, well, it's good. Merrily players. So what would you play merrily? Maybe darts?
Darts.
So all the men and women merrily players. Imagine you've got a bullseye at darts.
Oh yeah, like this, yeah? Okay.
Something like that. Okay.
Right, yeah. Ooh, all right, yeah. Going for it.
Okay, again, from the top.
Okay, from the top. All the world is a stage, and all men and women merely players.
Brilliant. Okay, and then what happens?
And they have their exits and entrances.
Okay, so so do you want to quickly do an exit and entrance?
Yeah.
When you do that?
Yeah. Okay. And I just wonder what does he mean exit and entrances? Is it like fire exit or is it entering into the underground or?
Fire exit. That is a very interesting interpretation because they did have fires in Shakespeare's day.
Yeah, exactly.
They'd already invented fire. So yes, I think maybe pretend you have to run through the fire exit.
Yeah.
And then for the entrance to show that this is different, a different kind of emotion. Wow. Maybe it's one of those entrances where you go round and round like this.
Okay, yeah.
Yes?
Okay, yeah. And do I need to kind of open a door or something like this or?
Absolutely.
Okay,
you know those entrances where you're going round and round,
going
and sometimes
round
you end up back on the street. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I do that a lot.
Yeah, I do too. Okay, so let's just do that line again.
That line
about the entrances and exits.
Okay, and they all have. Okay, hang on. Okay, yeah. Ooh, this is really nerve-wracking every time. Okay, and they all have their exits.
Very good.
And entrances. Oh. Yeah, I have to study myself. Yeah, entrances.
That's excellent.
Wow.
She really got that fast, didn't she?
Wow. Yeah.
Superb work. Excellent.
I feel really great now. Yeah.
And so you should.
Yeah.
So what's the next line?
And again, that there's this dilemma and the paradox about the man, but we'll go with the man for the time being.
Go with the man. I think Shakespeare is the man, so go with the man.
He's the man. Maybe he wrote of his own experience. Yeah, I think it would be interesting to see if a woman rewrites it, how it will differ from.
Maybe we could do that next time.
Next time, yeah. What's going to end up in the actual monologue? Yeah.
Okay. Well, for the time being, though, what's the next bit?
Yeah. And one man in his time plays lots of parts.
Okay, interesting. So one man.
One man. Okay,
in his time.
In his time.
Because in those days they still wore wristwatches. They didn't have mobile phones.
Oh right. Yeah. And did they have wristwatches already? Wow, that's
I think so.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyway, that's what my granddad told me.
Wow.
Plays many parts. That's
many
a
parts,
tricky one. Plays.
Shall I do something like this? Something flashy.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. I just think like many parts.
Okay, well, go with your instinct.
Sure. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Go with your instinct because this is a bit obscure. As I say, it's for nerds, so it doesn't always make any sense.
All right then. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, and one man plays. Oh no! Hang on, one more.
Yeah,
one
remember,
more time.
you've got a timer.
Time is there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and one man in his time plays many parts.
That's good, isn't it? It kind of makes no sense, but I believe it.
Yeah. Oh, great. Okay. Oh, wow. That's really easy going today.
Okay, so what happens next?
Yeah, and his acts. I'm so encouraged now. Wow.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sure I'm going to get into the Royal Shakespeare Company
I think
in a moment.
So.
Yeah?
I think so.
Next thing.
I think that they're going to be having to tell the crowds to go away.
Yeah. Wow. Amazing. Yeah. Bring it on, yeah. So now as I said, his acts are 7 stages. So I don't know if they. I mean, I'm not sure if he means like 7 stages of life or if people just live till 70 years of age because now the life expectancy is a lot higher, even for a man.
Yeah, I think. I just wonder if the stages that he's referring to aren't maybe it's an old word for stagecoaches.
Oh, stagecoaches, yeah. Maybe they had 7 coaches. Do you think that each actor had 7 coaches then?
I think so. I think the best ones would have had 7 stagecoaches.
7 stagecoaches.
For all their fans.
For different characters maybe as well.
Yeah, very good point. Yes,
you have the comedy, you have the tragedy.
Yes, and you've got all the costumes. Yes. When you think about it, it makes more sense.
Yeah. Okay, then right.
So maybe for stagecoach, you could be on top going. to get the horses to go
get
faster.
horses go fast. Yeah, no, maybe they were using whip in those days.
I'm sure they were.
Don't tell this to the modern coaches, okay? Don't.
Oh yes,
don't
yes.
tell
They'll
them
just
because,
ban
yeah,
us and all this
no,
kind
yeah,
of.
no.
Gosh,
Let's
the
not
days
go
we
there,
live in,
I
eh?
know. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
So
okay.
do you want to see that line?
Yeah, see that line. Okay. And his acts are but 7 stages.
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's the next line?
Right. So before we go to the next part, I think that here it gets a bit clearer what he might have meant with the 7 stages, because he's talking about infants and lovers and soldiers, and also
All together.
yeah, like one by one.
Right.
And then there's something like woeful ballads. So I don't know if who is meant to sing the ballad. If I am meant to sing the ballad.
I'll sing the ballad if you want.
Yeah. You
just
want
make it a
to
bit
sing?
easier,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah. Great. Yeah.
Okay.
You sing the ballad. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You want to sing a ballad now?
Oh yeah. Why
Yes.
don't you sing a ballad now?
La 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 la. Once upon a time I was so in love. It fitted me just like a glove.
Oh my God, that was so touching. That was so
Oh,
great.
thank you very
Oh
much.
my
That really was a woeful
God.
ballad,
Oh,
wasn't
that was
it?
so woeful. Oh, wow. Oh, I'm still in love, by the way. Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh,
How
that's amazing.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Right.
what do we do next?
Right, so I've got a few questions
Mm-hmm.
because he's talking about bubbles and some sort of social bubbles, I think. So I'm
Social
not
bubbles,
sure.
that's right,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, okay.
Again,
But
very foresightful,
very
if you think
foresightful.
about
So,
it.
yeah, so is he talking about the current social bubbles? They have been dispersed, so people
I think
can't
that
really
makes
go
very
and
good
see each
sense.
other.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, amazing, isn't it?
Yeah,
He was
yeah,
writing
he
this
just-
thousands of years ago, and yet
Oh my
here we
God,
are,
yeah.
right up to the present day.
Yeah, and he was talking about strange course of history or something along those lines.
Something like that,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
So
but,
he probably,
you know,
knew
maybe
about these
he can
strange
even see
times.
some things in the future that we can't even see.
Wow.
That's a thought,
oh
isn't
my
it?
God, yeah.
Incredible.
Maybe he
Okay.
was a bit like Nostradamus. Maybe we should check Nostradamus.
I think so. I think that's a very, very good idea. We can look into Nostradamus. Okay. And did you have any other questions?
Yeah, and then at the end there's like sun's time, sun's death. There's all these suns, and I kind of
suns.
quite not sure
Yeah.
what to do at that point.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm really glad you asked that, because I just want to let you into a really, really important secret of playing Shakespeare. Okay, so imagine that you're up on stage, got the whole audience out there. None of them understand what you're talking about.
Oh wow! None of them
None of
understand
them
at
have
all.
the first idea. And you know what's great about that? It means you don't have to understand either.
Oh my God, that's a relief!
And
oh
it's
my
so
God,
great, isn't
that's
it?
why acting is so easy.
Exactly.
Yeah?
So
Okay,
when Shakespeare
right.
writes
oh
some
my
total
God.
nonsense, words like sans that don't make any sense,
Yeah.
you just get up there and say them.
Okay. And
Just
you,
remember,
and you
just-
have to think that you know what they mean.
Yeah, pretend that you know what you're
know
talking about,
talking
then
about,
everyone
yeah,
will
okay,
believe
yeah,
you.
ooh.
And make sure you do the arm gestures as well. That's the secret to writing Shakespeare.
Thank you so much. That starts the mystery of Shakespeare.
There we go, Shakespeare in a nutshell. You too can play Shakespeare at home using our method.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Come back
Thank you,
another
thank you. Come back another time.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye.